Rooster Teeth is a big production company that produces a lot of shows, but their start begins with one show that proposed one question.
You ever wonder why we're here?
From that first episode, they've been able to grow and grow into something way bigger than they ever thought they could possibly be. However, in recent times, they've kind of been on the rocks. There's been a lot of controversies and a lot of questioning of whether they'll still be here soon. However, this video is not about the drama and controversies that they've been a part of. There's plenty of other YouTube videos to talk about that. But as you look into this, it seems like more and more people care very deeply about the future of Rooster Teeth. Some of it's nostalgia, and some of it is people being genuinely disappointed with the state of the company now. But beyond those things, I think we need to look even further, because Rooster Teeth was first of its kind. They were one of the first online production companies. So let's look a bit deeper at the importance of observing Rooster Teeth. You see, for the longest time, Rooster Teeth was independently owned and funded. That all changed March 9th, 2014 when they were acquired by Fullscreen. Fullscreen would be later acquired by Warner Media, but that's more of an important piece for later down the line. So just take that piece of information, put it right in your back pocket, leave it there, remember it for later. About a year after the acquisition, Rooster Teeth helped kickstart another company, Funhaus. You see, Funhaus was the first of its kind when it comes to the content they created. They were not afraid to push boundaries for the sake of a joke. Many of the clips they're famous for are the absurdist humor they're known for.
You got a shitty ponytail. Ugh, that's not how you get a guy.
You're like 36. What are you doing with a ponytail?
Heck, one of the mainstay shows of Funhaus involved them going to Rule 34 at the end of every episode. After the success of Funhaus, Rooster Teeth wanted to grow bigger than this. They liked the idea of having sub-channels like this, but didn't want to spend the time to build up a Funhaus again. In 2016, this led to the creation of the Let's Play family. The Let's Play family was a group of channels that came together to be this one giant entity, all under the name of Rooster Teeth. You see, each of these sub-channels had the benefit of being able to sell their merch and have the help of Rooster Teeth behind their back in their ventures. However, if you looked at all the original channels a part of the Let's Play family now, you'd see that almost none of them are still standing. So let's talk about each of them a little bit further. First, there's ScrewAttack. ScrewAttack's the one that I know the least about. However, they have a long history on the internet. One of the shows that they're most well known for is Death Battle. Death Battle would pit two characters against each other from different universes, whether it's TV show or video game, and see who would win in that battle. However, the fact of the matter is, this is the only property Rooster Teeth has seemed to care about, since just recently it was announced ScrewAttack is no longer known as ScrewAttack. They've just become Death Battle. Kinda Funny is another channel that I don't know much about personally, however, their contract was released in 2019. Ever since they were released from this contract with Rooster Teeth, it seems like they don't mention them at all. I don't know if this means that there's bad blood between the two companies, however, they definitely seem to want nothing to do with Rooster Teeth. However, of the main channels, these two got off the easiest. Sugarpine 7, the brainchild of Steven Suptic. After losing his job at SourceFed, he decided to create something new, an alternative lifestyle. This alternative lifestyle was a character-driven narrative that included both bits of improv and scripted events. All these pieces were just pieces of their day-to-day lives, which fed into this overarching narrative between all these characters. However, now they just make the Beyond the Pine podcast. Part of this is due to Kib and James, two of the main cast members, wanting to branch out and do something on their own. However, there's something even further than this. Steve has said that there's certain limits on how they can talk about the subject, but there's definitely some inference that we can get as the audience. It seemed like the ideas and creations of Sugarpine 7 were not wholly theirs anymore. You can hear it from Steven himself.
But it's just the idea of having a project not be mine fully is something that I'm not at a point in my life yet where I can work on it with the same consistency that I can if it is.
The fact of the matter is, although they were getting an increased budget and job security, they kinda didn't have what made them them anymore. Whatever way you put it, this all led to the ultimate downfall of Sugarpine 7, at least the content that the audience grew to know and love. Next we have somewhat of a double feature. The Creatures were started by Kutra in 2011. Throughout the years, there's been many iterations of the cast, however they created a very dedicated fan base. However, their downfall I would not say is symptomatic of Rooster Teeth, but instead internal issues. As the creators of Couch Up when they left put it, they did not like the direction and the lack of creative freedom that came with the Creatures. Show ideas were being shot down left and right by Kutra, and this caused them to want to leave and split off and do something new. So then let's look at where those creative minds went. Couch-Up was created in an interesting era of YouTube. You see, as the edgier age of YouTube was on its way out, Couch-Up arose. They really pushed the limits of property destruction and crazy things they could do. Sure, they were a Let's Play channel, kind of. You see, the original idea was couch co-op, hence the name Couch-Op, but they didn't really do a lot of games. And even when it came to their gaming content, sometimes the more notable pieces of that gaming content were the sketches that they did before the games. But slowly over time, they lost the spark of what they were originally. You could especially tell this because they even made jokes about being acquired by Rooster Teeth in their content. Couch-Up all came to a fatal end after James, one of the main cast members, got an injury. There is no bad blood between James and Alex, the two creators of Couch-Up. However, we can see that this final stunt is the nail in the coffin for James. The content had gone too far, and he was out. This led Alex to make an announcement on the Couch-Up channel that at the end of their contract with Rooster Teeth, they would be ending. Now remember, these are all sub-companies of the bigger company Rooster Teeth, which, if you look at it, isn't even that big itself. You see, Rooster Teeth has always made podcasts, shorts, and other things on their main channel. And in this, they've had a cast that they've always done it with. Sure, there'd be a few people that come in and out, but the main core of the cast was always there. If we look at the cast of Rooster Teeth, and Funhaus for that matter, the cast is almost unrecognizable to what it was originally. And I understand people are allowed to move on from things in their life. However, some of these don't even seem symptomatic of them just wanting to move on and pursue something bigger. Some of these feel like them getting out while they can. Looking a bit higher on the corporate ladder, Time Warner is in $1.5 billion of debt. Turns out it's actually $150 billion of debt. And they've gone on record saying that they're looking to kind of stop promoting some of their other lower down assets. And with all the controversies coming out of Rooster Teeth, they might be looking at getting the axe. You see, when it comes to parent companies being in trouble, online production companies are no stranger of getting the axe. We can look no further than Smosh with Defy Media. You see, Defy Media is this whole other topic on its own that I feel like I need to do more research before I can cover it thoroughly. You see, after Defy Media shut down and took all their money with them, Smosh didn't have a home. You see, Rhett and Link came in and bought the company, thankfully, to keep the legacy of Smosh going. However, there was an alarming bit there that by being owned by a corporate entity, Smosh almost failed. It didn't come with the content they were creating, but the business deals they had done behind the scenes. You see, Rooster Teeth might be facing its end here. However, I think it's very important to look at all of Rooster Teeth's achievements across the years. They've made 2 different movies, multiple live-action TV shows, many animations, many podcasts. They've made game shows, prank shows. I mean, who would have thought that I would have loved to see people playing Monopoly but with real money? Even through all this, I feel like we need to root for Rooster Teeth, because looking at them, other examples, and even the past companies that they have owned, this might be the future for all online production companies. And I know it might be hard for them when they make dumb decisions as a corporate entity. So, what is the importance of looking at Rooster Teeth? By creating online, you can become something bigger, but at a certain point you hit a roof, and when you hit those limits, you want something bigger. And so you look a bit beyond. You go to a new source of income. And sure, you're able to create huge things on your own. You're able to get so much further than you were before. But at the end of the day, not only do you lose a lot of that creative integrity, you also have the chance of not existing as a company at all anymore. So let's keep watching Rooster Teeth to see if they rise like a phoenix, or if they're just another cautionary tale for online creators. If you stuck this long in the video, thank you for watching. If you like the video, maybe think about dropping a like. If you want to watch more of my content, hit subscribe, and I got more content coming to you soon.